And we are on Ratio 101, problem number 10. And the question is, in the middle of the night in a dark kitchen, Ken discovered that the refrigerator light is out. If 2 cartons of non-fat milk and 3 cartons of whole milk are inside, what is the probability that Ken, with one try, grab a carton of non-fat milk? Okay, so this is a question that uses ratios and probabilities. Um, when we're talking about a probability, we really need to think about probability in terms of a fraction. So a probability is really a fraction where the top is some part and the bottom is a whole. So what do we mean by this part? This part is what we want. And what we mean by what we want is the outcome that we want. And the bottom are really all the possible outcomes. So for example, let's say I had a bag of marbles, and I told you that there were 2 red marbles, and I told you there were 3 blue marbles. So the question would be, if I put those marbles into a bag, and I mixed them all up, and you had to reach in with one hand and pull out a red marble, what's that probability? Well, we can use this fraction. So we can think of this as fraction. What do we want? We want a red marble. Well, how many red marbles are there? There's 2. And then what are all the possible outcomes? Well, if I reach into the bag, how many marbles can I possibly take out, right? There's 2 reds, but there's also 3 blue, right? So that's 5. So if I look at that fraction, I get 2 over 5. That's the probability, 2 over 5. So going to this question, it's very similar. They just worded it differently. They're using the example of milk. There are 2 non-fat milk cartons, and the total number of cartons that you can pick out of the refrigerator are the 2 non-fat plus the 3 whole whole milks. So that's a total of 5. So much like this simple problem, we have a probability of 2 over 5. If you take that fraction and turn it into a decimal, you get 0.4, which equals 40%. That's the answer. What this really means is that if you were to open that fridge and try to pick out a non-fat carton of milk, you have a 2 in a 5 chance because there's 2 cartons of non-fat milk and there's a total number of cartons of 2 plus 3 whole milk ones. That's 5. So you have a 2 in 5 chance, which is a 40% chance.